You know, I really don't know what Lego set I want to build today. Just nothing here is standing out to me. What a shame. I want to build something new, something that's maybe a little bit on the spicy side. Something that's really going to push the boundaries of my critical mind. Oh, and maybe just something a little bit controversial. Oh, I know. Huh. Well, shit. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. My name is Jay, and welcome to the Breakfast Apes, a place where any time is a good time to have some breakfast. So today I have something a little special for you all, something that I'm actually quite excited about. It's a little on the controversial side, a little spicy, if you will, but we're looking at another Clone Trooper Battle Pack. Yes, you heard me, a Clone Trooper Battle Pack. Something we definitely don't have enough of these days. But anyway, if you couldn't tell already, we are looking at set number 75359, or otherwise known as the 332nd Ahsoka's Clone Trooper Battle Pack, or some people have also been calling it the Swamp Speeder Battle Pack. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on putting this together, but before I go, I'm going to give you a little hint on why this set is so controversial, and it has to do with how these are portrayed in this set. So anyway, I'm going to get started. I'll see you back in a minute. I don't think this is going to take me too long to get going, so I'll be right back. And we're back. That wasn't a very long build at all. That only took me about 15 or so minutes. Not long at all. It was really quick, really easy, really straight to the point. And you know what? Here it is. You know, it's only 108 pieces, so it's gonna take you no time at all to put this together, but for what it is, it's so darn cute. I actually really do like this. My favorite color is blue, so the blue and gray accents all over this is a really nice touch to it, and it's just so small and so tiny and so cute. It's going to be really easy to display, and for comparison, I actually pulled the older Swamp Speeder set off of my shelf back there. This one was from a couple of years ago, and it came with, I believe, the Kashyyyk Troopers, or like kind of the Jungle Troopers. It came with those, I believe. You got about 4 of those. That was a small battle pack, but very similar to this one. So I pulled it off just for comparison to see if there's some things that could line up or not line up. And at first glance, you're immediately going to notice that the new one's actually just a little bit smaller, maybe about 1/4 of an inch, slightly smaller, not too huge of a difference. The doors, which do move on both of these, they both rotate so you can get the troopers into their seating positions there. The doors are slightly bigger on the older set. There's a little bit more room going on there, but all in all, it's kind of the same mechanisms for both. This one does have stud shooters on the front, and it's been a while on this one, so I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, this one did not have stud shooters. The troopers that came in the set actually had stud shooters, and instead you would put the little regular molded blasters on the front of this, and that would kind of be your turrets. Where on this one, they have the regular blasters, the troopers do, and then on the front of it, you actually have the 2 stud shooters, which I think is a nicer touch. I like that better than what this one did, but this one actually has 2 little grips on the back where you can put the blasters, so whoever you put into the pilot seat, you can then put their blasters on the back. That's a nice touch. The set also comes with really easy, it's 3 pieces, 4 if you count the little tab that fires the stud at the top, but it comes with this little turret, which I think is just a nice little touch. It adds a little bit more realism here because you do get 4 figures. You get 2 332nd jet troopers. You kind of get a marksman, a sharpshooter if you want, and then you get Captain Vaughn. You get those 4 troopers, so you're going to have 2 of them probably piloting this at all times, and then you have your sharpshooter in the back or whatever, and then you'll have one guy kind of operating this if you want. It's whatever you want to set it up as, but it's nice that you have that option going on. So other key differences in the set, it's not major, but if you take a look at the bottom here, you can kind of see the older Swamp Speeder set has these little clear plastic pieces that click into the bottom here, and that just allows for it to have a really smooth slide going across tables. I just killed all my clones, but it's really nice, really slides easy, easy to display, and kind of holds it up off of table or ground wherever you're putting it. Whereas this one actually doesn't have that. It kind of just has a few black 2 brick pieces, kind of to hold it up off the ground, keeping it even, and it's a little bit more scratchy sounding when you try and slide it. It still does slide, but it's definitely more scratchy and not as nice and smooth feeling as this one, but not a big deal to me. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the little stud launcher and the speeders off to the side here, and we're going to talk about the real reason that this set is controversial. I haven't seen really anybody talking about this as being bad or the build's dumb or it looks stupid. I've mostly seen positive things about the speeder itself, and I, for one, actually like the speeder. What I've seen everybody not liking, complaining, hating on is these 4 clone troopers right here. You do get 4 of them, which is nice. I really do like that, but that is kind of standard in a battle pack. You get about 4 characters. You get Captain Vaughn, you get 2 jet troopers, and you kind of get like a sharpshooter / standard reg clone. And if we take these figures and we stem the root of all these complaints, we can find that it all really comes down to this single piece right here, the helmet. Jay, what do you mean the helmet? It looks fine to me. Shut up, it doesn't look fine to me. But it looks fine to me. No, it looks terrible. It's stupid. That's kind of what you're going to be seeing online and in other videos. The helmet, or more specifically, the double hole print on the helmet is really what is kind of dividing the fan base at the moment. So if you look at the helmet itself, although the print, to me, at least the ones that I got, looks pretty well done and looks generally the same as the other ones that I've looked on. If you take a look at the side of the helmet, you'll notice you have the kind of ear cup pieces for like communication and stuff. You'll have that there, the little bubble, and then above that you do have that second hole piece. And that second hole piece is for kind of like your flashlight attachments or your sun visor attachments, your antenna attachments. Those are there so you can click those into place, put them on your character, and they get just a little bit of customization. So it's not the fact that they put these holes on the character that's making them so bad. It's where they put them, if that makes sense. Because when you put that there, it makes the helmet a little bit taller, so it makes the visor a little bit wider, and it kind of gives it this weird unibrow look, and it kind of just makes the print look a little bit sloppier to some people. So the second part to this controversy actually lies within Captain Vaughn himself. Now, Vaughn is actually one of my more favorite clone troopers, so I was really happy when they decided that they were going to make a set for him, and not only that, but a cheaper set rather than having to buy like a $150 plus set just to get a character like this. So I was glad that they put him in something as small like this. Now, the problem people are having with him isn't just his helmet. His helmet does in fact have double helmet holes, but the problem is his helmet is the same as the other helmets. If I take this sun visor off, It's the exact same helmet as the other troopers in this battle pack. There's no difference between them. There's no different markings or anything like that. And that's something that people weren't happy about. They wanted something a little bit different, or a sun visor, because in the show where we saw him most recently, he does have kind of a custom paint job on his sun visor to differentiate himself from the other troopers. And here we just get that standard orange plastic piece, just like Commander Cody got and any of the other 212th Battalion clones get, any of those little extra orange pieces that attach to the helmets. And if you move down to his torso, he is a little bit more unique than the other troopers. On the front, he does have his little magnetic badge insignia there that hooks onto the front of his chest plate. That does define his rank, but it's actually, I'm pretty sure it's inaccurate, because here it is all blue dots, and I'm pretty sure it's not that. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that it's not all blue dots like it is here. And on the back of it, you do have that slim, low-profile jetpack, which is a nice touch. But going back to the front, on his torso, that's actually inaccurate. On the middle of his torso, he actually should be having kind of a gray paint job there. That's a little bit different than what you see on most of the other troopers. So here we have actually just all white, and that is not correct. So that is really what's getting everyone up in arms about this set, is the Vaughn isn't the most faithful depiction. He's kind of just a slightly different colored Commander Cody at this point. He has the exact same helmet as the other troopers in the battle pack. He has the exact same visor as other 212th Battalion clones in the past, and his coloring is just not correct. So there you have it. That is actually the current controversy with this set. So a lot of the negative reviews I am seeing about this set is the fact that you have the double hole prints there, and that you do have a Captain Vaughn that is not so much Captain Vaughn, more like a poor imitation of Vaughn, which I can agree with to a certain extent. So with that being said, where do I stand on the controversy? Am I with those that think this set should be thrown away and pulled off shelves? Or am I just happy we finally got another Swamp Speeder with Captain Vaughn? Well, I'm going to be a little bit of both. To be honest, I wish the Captain Vaughn figure got a little bit more attention, love and care. I wish it was a more accurate representation, but I am happy that we finally have him in Lego form with this set. I'm happy that we have more 332nd troopers. And in terms of the helmet holes, I'm going to put this as plain as I can for you. I don't care. So with the helmet holes themselves, sure, the print looks a little bit different. The visor's a little bit wider and shorter than the other ones, but it's not that big of a difference. To me, when I look at these figures, I look at the new and the old side by side, I still see a clone trooper immediately. I still see the cool badasses that we've seen in the shows and the movies. I see the Republic troopers, and I'm just happy to have them. I don't notice the holes on the side. So let's move on to the pricing of the set. Now, I'm only going to talk about this very briefly because there's not much else to say about it. This set retails for about $19.99 USD. That's a pretty fair price to me. You get 4 minifigures. You do get a named figure, Captain Vaughn, which this is his first appearance, so that's kind of nice he's in this cheap of a set. You do get a pretty decent build. It's 108 pieces, not the biggest, but it is nice. It is very well put together. I'm not afraid of this falling apart at all. Perfectly fine. It is nice that you get the little cannon, even if it is 3 pieces. I think that for $20, this set is fine. I have no problem with that. My issue is with Meijer, okay? Meijer, yes, the big retail chain, the Walmart competitor, whatever you want to call it, Meijer. Now listen here, you little piece of shit. So I just said this set is $19.99, correct? Yes, everywhere else that I've seen this set is $19.99. Target, Kohl's, Lego.com, Amazon, all $19.99 USD. Meijer, on the other hand, charged me $27 for this $27, okay? That is ridiculous. Now, you're going to be saying, well, Jay, why didn't you just order it somewhere? Or why didn't you just not buy it, you stupid? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I wanted to get this video out as soon as possible. So if we take a look at today, it is currently August 1st. This set just came out today, as well as the Spider-Man set and some of the other Star Wars sets. It's been very hard to find where I live. I tried Target, they didn't have it. I looked at several Targets. None of them had it, and I wasn't going to be able to get it right away. Lego, I called our local Lego store. They only had like 1 or 2 left, and by the time I drive up there, it's about a 45-minute drive. I know it was going to be gone. So my last resort was Meijer. We went to Meijer. They had 4 sets left, and I wanted 2 of them. And they were $27 each. That's a little bit ridiculous to me, if you ask me. So, normal pricing, $19.99, completely fine. Meijer pricing, $27, no way. Do not do that. Do not support Meijer. Go somewhere else. There it is. One last thing on that. Meijer bent me over the table, shoved their Alright, on a lighter and more fun and happy note, we're gonna get to my favorite part, the scientific tests. I'm just about to explode with enthusiasm and excitement. We got some brand new figures here, one of my favorite clone troopers, a nice recreation of an older set coming back. So we're gonna put it through the tests. Are you ready? Let's go. Alright, first up on the wind tunnel test, we have the Jet Trooper, and unfortunately with that extra weight, he fails. Next up, we have Captain Vaughn. He's going to be lighter than the Jet Troopers, so I'm going to think, yep, there you have it. He failed just the same. Unfortunate. Next up, we have the Speeder itself, and this thing was pretty hefty. It started to move in the beginning, but in the end, it stayed put. It held like a real trooper. And finally, we have the Blaster, and that was just, super easy. So, bottoms up on each of these clone troopers. Now, the Jet Troopers tasted pretty good, tasted like a clone should, and then we have the regular clone trooper who was just a little bit better in my opinion, and then we had Captain Vaughn, which at first I thought he was scrumdiddlyumptious, but then just left a bad taste in my mouth. Finally, just for the hell of it, I decided to pop this stud shooter in my mouth, and this one wasn't half bad. So there we have it. We've done everything. We've put the thing together. We've done the scientific tests. I swallowed each of these. I blew them as hard as I could. So, with that being said, am I going to give this an ass, a pass, or an absolute gas? If you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to go to Meijer. I'm going to go to Meijer and I'm going to buy this set. Then I'm going to say it's an absolute ass, okay? The pricing should never be that high at $27. But if you're a normal person and go to the Lego store or Target or Amazon and you get it for $19.99, I'm actually going to give this set a gas. I'm going to say, go out there, make sure your car has gas in it, and get this set. So the set's not perfect. It does have a few issues. Mainly for me, it's going to be Captain Vaughn and not getting his screen accurate paint job. But overall, it's a small, fast, cheap set, and I think it's something you should absolutely go and get, especially when you're looking at it for an army builder. So if you have like the ATTE or you have the gunship or anything like that, and you're looking to expand the army, especially for the clone side of things, this is great because we really haven't seen Ahsoka's regiment really at all in any sets. We may have seen her in the old droid tank set, but you only got 1 clone for that. So really this is your first chance to get these troopers. So if you can look past the double hull print and Captain Vaughn's paint job, for building your army this is actually really nice. So there you have it. We've laughed, we've cried, we've really gotten angry, but we did it. We put this together, we looked at the figures, and there you have my honest opinion on the set itself. So this one's going to be a little bit of a weird time traveling incident. I am recording this currently on August 1st, the day this set and some other Star Wars and Marvel sets come out. But this video itself is not going to come out until the week after. So I'm actually going to be going on vacation, so I'm going to be out of town for a bit. So to kind of buffer and give that algorithm some brown nosing, we're going to post this a little bit later. So if you like this video, please forcefully smash that thumbs up button to let us know that we're doing a good job. Comment down below if you want to see anything specific in the future. And if you're new to the channel, please follow the subscribe button down a dark alley, bag and blindfold them, and then take them home to forcefully watch all your old cringy family videos. My name is Jay, you've been watching The Breakfast Apes, and until we see you next time, feel free to monkey around. Just take care of yourself while you're doing it. Bye-bye now.